everybody, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Relentless Traumas. Play the music. Your host, again, Sam, and the bird himself.
What's going on, everyone? It's
J-Bird.
J-Bird.
Today's episode, guys, we're in a sauna.
Today, guys, mira, when nature, okay?
Here we go.
When destiny.
Here we go.
I don't know her. I don't know, but destiny. When all the planets align, and they're like, let's go against someone.
Yeah? I'm listening!
Okay?
Yeah?
When all the lords get together and they're like, we need to fuck with someone today.
Right.
They keep pulling our goddamn card.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
They keep, hey, cálmate, bro.
Es que mira, we live in the worst state of all time, right?
I love it, pero
it's too hot here.
So hot.
I live in Arizona. It's too hot here. And guess what? Guys, I'm literally in shorts right now, guys. Look at this. You can see my knees, guys. You know? That's where we're at right now. I have to wear shorts.
Yeah. I hope everyone's doing good. Mondays, dude. How are you? My Mondays are rough. And I heard before, okay, Mondays were hard because everyone goes back to normal life. Right. Pero I've started to pay attention, and damn, Mondays are rough, dude.
No matter que you just started to pay attention.
Dude, I used to be like, nah, dude, Mondays are based off of how you wake up in the morning, you know. Jesus Christ.
So Garfield, you know. Mondays are the worst, guys.
Dude,
Mondays are the worst because you have to take kids to school.
Yeah.
Oh. You have to go to work. Oh. Yeah. And guess what? Everybody that emailed you over the weekend, everybody that called you over the weekend, I have to respond to everybody. Everybody's mad because it's been 2 days, right? Oh, it's been 2 days, you haven't done anything. Yeah, guy, because I wasn't even at work.
Hey, yeah, I'm not clocked in, dude.
And this for those who don't work on the weekends, of course.
Right.
You slept late, usually, on Sunday. Because too excited, right, to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you were doing stuff, you know.
Maybe you bought something on Saturday.
Bro, because it's the only time you can spend with your family, right?
Dude.
So you're trying to hold on to every second of that day, every second of Sunday, even though it's Monday already. Because at 1 a.m., when you're going to sleep, you're like, oh, that was great. Hey, guys, it's already the next day.
Yeah, you're like, shit, tomorrow I'm going to struggle.
But I've started my new routine right now.
Oh, let's
go.
So
I wake up at 5 in the morning now, 5:30 usually.
Welcome.
And I go to work out.
Oh, nice.
And it's amazing till like around 1, 2 p.m. Where it hits you. The wave of sleepiness hits you. Especially at this age. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
The wave of sleepiness hits you. You are still at work.
Yeah, you still got to keep going. Somehow.
And because I work from home, I usually take my 30-minute lunch to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
are you going to sleep early?
I try, but for me, early is 10 p.m.
Ah, okay.
That for
That's
me
not
is
bad.
going to sleep early. I know that I have to go to sleep at like 8:30.
Yeah.
To be able to be normal.
Yeah,
but I can't.
My normal routine, I normally go to bed in my bed on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday before podcasting and all this. Normally, I would go to bed 8:30. I would be in bed. I would throw something on the TV. And no lie, I would wake up sometimes and it would be 10 to go pee or something. And I'll be like, dude. So I would wake up at 5 in the morning every day feeling amazing. And then I would try to take a nap throughout the day. Pero lately, because of our lives now, how we live, pues, no, hombre, I've been going to sleep 11. To me, that's desvelado, bro. Pero I have to wake up at 5. O sea, the only thing that hasn't changed is the time I have to wake up.
So, I've been going to the gym now. I know it's not noticeable, but I've been going to the gym, trying my best, guys. Nice. I don't know if you guys can notice that I used to be a little chunkier. Hey, don't go back to the Pinky Blinders episode, okay? Don't go back to it. My girlfriend barely noticed today. Was it today that you noticed that I had lost some weight because I was fat?
Perre.
She literally told me, oh, you were fat.
God.
Yeah, said that. She's saying that she didn't, but she did. One thing that I noticed, people having full conversations at the gym.
Nah.
Yeah, like they go with somebody else, and not like, nah, dude, you know, like, and I was like, no. I was like, nah, let me tell you. The company that I work, and I'm just like,
we're working out, guy. I thought no one spoke at the gym. You're just
dude,
like, hey, how you doing?
Literally, like, a lot of the times, everybody's minding their own business. Right. Everybody has headphones.
Yeah.
And you're working out.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't even make eye contact. You look at TVs, you know, your feet.
Yep.
The roach on the corner.
Oh.
A butt or two.
That was Aaron, by the way. That was Aaron. He said, A butt or two. Leave that on it.
A
Leave
butt or
leave
two. Pues ni modo, ¿no? Pero, mira, this is the thing. You don't want to look.
Yeah.
Pero you have to admire so that you're like, dude, I need to work out. You have to admire it, guy.
Yeah, when I do that, I always go like this at the very end. He must work out a lot.
Be like this. I wonder how proud he is of his butt. Ow.
Yeah, well.
Too weird.
I mean, what do you think is the best way to reconnect with your girl?
So you're dating. Oh, good question, eh? So you're dating someone, right? And you've been dating, and you feel like the flame is se está apagando. The gas is se te está acabando el gas. The flame is lowering, and you're like, shit, dude, I need to reignite this. I would try to do things more like, what if one weekend we do something that you like, as in dancing? Oh, you want to start doing some salsa classes? Dale, I'm down. Usually, I'm not a down guy like that. Usually, I just like to sit around, watch, and that's pretty much it. But I would try to be like, all right, and then be like, dude, let's go do something I like this Saturday. Yeah. Okay, está bien. Pero try to get into it, right? So I like to shoot darts and drink beer. Oh, I don't even drink beer. Okay, but drink a cocktail or something. But shoot darts with me. Try to get excited, because I think that's how you really reconnect. You get a little bit of excitement. You're laughing. You're looking at your girl like, okay, I remember why. We have to try to remember why we're with this person. You see what I'm saying? That's what I would try to do. Try to remember why we ended up together, to reignite that spark. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
I think for me, it's going to be more of touching. So if you can have like a...
Madre, I wasn't ready.
Ay, papá.
No, and that's why they call him the sexiest voice in podcasting right now. You saw it?
If you can have a session where you guys get really intimate.
Whoa! Hey, buddy!
Qué duro,
Qué duro,
Algo bien. Dude, no, I agree. I think both of those tips
are pretty good.
Are pretty good.
Damn,
I was gonna say, kind of similar to Jay, I was gonna say but mine was gonna be find a hobby that you both like.
Oh, okay.
Because yours was more of what each other's hobbies that you like to do. But I think mine would be find a hobby that you both like to do, so that you have something that you both like to do together. And then communication. I feel like a lot of times when we say communication, we think talk. No,
right?
Let's talk to each other.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I feel like that's not enough, in the sense of you can't really communicate too much of how you feel through words, because sometimes they get misinterpreted.
Correct.
Right? You know what I mean? So maybe kind of like Jay said, where maybe choose to communicate the way you know how to communicate. For example, your girls like, I like to communicate through feelings, like how Aaron was saying, touching, right? I like to be more touchy. So, okay, let's try some of that communication. Let's touch. My communication might be doing acts of kindness.
Ándale.
So let me treat you, right? Let me treat you today. I want to treat you. Let me take you out.
Yeah.
And that way I can show you how much I love you. And I was doing a little bit of research on that.
Oh, nice.
Because it's very known in Mexican culture that our way of loving is acts of kindness. It's
Correct.
very known in Mexican culture, or I don't know if it's like Latin America or whatever, but and for sure Mexicans, in the fact that it's very hard for us to be vocal about I love you.
Right.
You know, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you so much. I care about you. It's very hard for Mexicans. For some reason, we find it very awkward. We find it very weird. And so what do we do instead of that? We go, ¿Tienes hambre?
Right.
Right? You're hungry? You want to go to the store? Get you some candies? Get you a toy?
Do you think men, or is it both men and women?
I think it's both men and women. And the only reason I say that is because I don't remember my mom.
No. Yeah,
being
because
like, mijo, te amo tanto, eh.
Right.
Good day, have a good day at school. Te amo un chorro.
Yeah, you're the best. You're the best.
Never happened.
You're the best. Thank you.
But do I think my mom didn't? But do I think that my mom did not love me? No, not even for a second. I think the complete opposite.
There was no doubt. Correct.
She loved me
because we saw it.
amount.
We saw it
because of actions. Entonces now our culture taught us to grow up that the way we show love is through our actions. Right. So I think, again, like I mentioned, I think two things for me that I would try if that was the situation is find a hobby that you both like. That way you can both do it. A lo mejor es un hybrid, right? If Jay likes to drink, and his girl likes to watch movies. All right,
Right.
but then let's watch movies with a couple of
With
mixed
some
drinks or
drinks.
some beers. ¿Me entiendes? She might not have beers, but Jay can have the beers because
Yeah.
he likes to drink, and we'll watch the movies because you like to watch movies.
Right.
So you do a hybrid of what you both like. And that doesn't mean you have to stop doing your own hobbies.
Correct.
You can still do your hobbies. It's just now we also take time to do
like
a hybrid hobby. And then communication, like, I combined both of them. He combined
the
both of
trifecta.
them.
Did the perfect trifecta.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
Dr.
I
Sam
agree.
reporting for booty, baby.
Dr. Sam reporting for booty. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I love it,
I
dude.
say crazy things like that. I say crazy things like that.
I love it.
Clip it. Show it.
Yeah, that's crazy how to think when you're dating someone, you're like, no, pues this is it. Aquí estamos. The sex is great. Communication is great. I can't wait to see this person again. But after a couple years of being together, it's crazy
'cause
how
there's-
you can fall apart.
There's no perfection, but
That's
we need to
understand that.
we need to be down to earth in reality that it's not gonna be perfect all the time. It's not gonna be perfect for forever.
Right.
Things are gonna happen.
Yep.
Right. Things are gonna go bad.
Sometimes you slip.
And I think there's the two situations of sometimes you have to let it go. Sometimes it's so bad and it's not working out. Let it go.
Yeah.
And then there's the okay, maybe I'll fight for it.
Right.
But you have to choose which one, but not say, oh, it's gonna be perfect.
Right.
Right. Eventually, if we fight enough for it and we do enough of this, it's gonna be perfect. No, it's not gonna be perfect. But that's how it is. That's real.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of us fall into this thought that things just with time, or if I just do this, or if I just do that, it's going to somehow mold itself and work out. No. We physically and literally need to put in the work, right?
I would love to have a woman guest to talk about these type of
Yeah,
things because
we'll need a woman guest. For
I feel
sure.
like that situation of this is a safe space where I can talk and say truth and what things are happening. That is hard to come.
It is.
From that reality that I can say anything and I can be real and let you know things y todo.
Right.
And the other person's gonna be like, yeah, for sure. No, you can be real with me and not go, oh, so that's how you've been feeling? Oh, so that's what's going on?
Yeah, because I've been in
hard.
there, and and we won't go too deep. That way we can get a guest in here and talk about it. But I've been there where I'm like, hey, can I tell you something? And it's not like me, dude. It's not like me to be like, hey, by the way, it's not like me. I usually just keep my mouth shut and hope for the best. That's usually me. But I've tried it before where I've been like, hey, you know what? I feel some type of way about this and this and that. Oh, yeah, but very well. And that's when you're like, oh, shit. Okay, then I go even deeper into my cave.
Exactly. And then you don't want to talk about anything ever again because now I know that anything I say is going to be used against me by the court of law. But before we go into this, because we already did a relationship episode not too long ago, and we don't have a girl guest right now, so we're not going to get into it too much.
Right.
How do we feel about the object heading towards Earth? Have you guys seen this, Aaron? Have you seen this?
I saw because I think I have NASA either on TikTok or on Instagram. And then there was this people, man, who cares? But
all right.
The thing is because I'm saying too much.
Yeah, you said nothing though, right?
I am in secret society clubs that I'm not supposed to say too much about, but I already did in the channel, so too late. What are they saying about it? Is it an object that they can identify what it is?
So that's the thing that I wanted to bring up because I don't know if you've noticed, but right now media, right? Because media obviously all the time, every single day,
Reina,
is trying to make it seem like aliens are coming.
Yeah, that's because that's
been
how
very
I got
popular
it.
lately. Very popular lately, where it's like the government, announcing that aliens are real.
They admit.
All of a sudden, there's a bajillion videos of the government just chilling with aliens, having a good time, smoking
drinking
a little
cocktails, smoking a little alien herb.
And then, so now they're like, they're saying it's very big, and it's like a spaceship. Not that I'm saying that it looks like a spaceship.
Right.
They're just thinking that it's navigating because it's moving
because of the way that it's moving. Okay.
That it looks like it's navigating. It's not just like going through or whatever. But obviously they didn't look at it. It's extremely far. But they're saying that it is in trajectory towards Earth. So it's going to either be close. I don't know if it's going to hit it or whatever. But a lot of like the media is saying, oh, it's aliens that are
because they right away start getting because we need the news, we need to stay relevant, So obviously they're gonna go that route.
And all the videos that are coming out about this thing, everybody is like, it's because the government is getting ready to announce that aliens. And I'm like, I mean, hey, the government be saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah, guys.
And I can't wait. And I can't wait, dude, because
let's
do it. Hey, aliens, let's do it, baby.
I hope.
I'm ready. So I would love it if aliens come through. They say, hey, what's up? Start introducing us to all this new technology, like teleportation.
Ooh.
Flying machines. Which I don't know why we would need because there's teleportation now, so that's useless. Alien food.
Alien food, I think.
Some globby glob.
Globby
Slimy
glob.
slap. Everything is, you have to say it twice.
See, because that's how aliens.
That's
how they talk, guys.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
And then, I mean, who knows? Maybe some ladies come through.
Hey.
Not for me.
Obviously, no, because you're thinking for everyone else, pues.
Yeah. I'm trying for my people. Because
you're a spokesman.
I have a lot of friends, a lot of people who are single.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're looking for, but there's no more fish right out here. No more. They're done. There's no more women.
It's cooked.
There's no more women. There's only, so
See.
Get some alien ladies out here.
Some alien ladies.
Some single
alien ladies.
We'll have Love Island Alien Edition.
Yeah.
I
want to sign up.
Can't wait to have alien reality shows.
Dude, if we
I'll
can
binge watch that shit.
If we can have an alien couple of ladies come through, right? And they want to experiment with some of us, sign me up.
Somehow made it so perv. So perv.
Do you think that if an alien shows up, alien girl, and she has 3 boobs instead of 2?
Oh my god.
Girls here are gonna start
getting
implants
immediately, bro. They're gonna hate on her.
Oh man, the 3rd boob surgery,
Yeah, at first they're gonna be like, ugh, who has 3 boobs?
Right.
But then when all the guys are like, wait, so 2 were great already. You're telling me we can have 1 more?
1 more, pa. The backup.
In the back, no, not right here.
Right. No, because that way you can, right? Because look, check this out. If you're making out, right? It's awkward, right?
Right.
But you put one in the back, bro.
Bobby.
Oh!
Turn it up and down, okay?
That's que duro esa idea, eh? What a perv from Aaron. But
yeah, obviously.
Que duro la idea. Pa.
Obviously.
I love it. I want it. Come through.
Pero mira, ladies, wait, okay? Wait till the aliens come.
Some of these ladies are trying to get it now. Get the surgery. Get the back boob.
Oh, beat them. Beat them to the...
They can't sleep on their backs anymore. They have to sleep on the sides now.
All the girls have a big old ass hump in the back.
Did we watch the South Park stuff going on?
Dude, I did not watch the South because guess what? I started watching. Like an idiot.
And don't say...
King of the Hill.
Ya
sabes. Ya sabes. I should have just watched South Park. Right? Like everyone else. Oh, The Simpsons. Porque pues apparently that's how we can tell the future because yes, we are a civilization, right? With years and years of, ¿cómo se dice? Progress. Pero for some reason we believe que a cartoon tells us the future. Yeah. Like The Simpsons. So I should have done. But no, I started watching King of the Hill. All right. But what's going on with South Park?
Yeah. So South Park, there's 2 viral episodes right now. First one was about Trump.
Yeah.
Which went viral because they were making fun of him. So check this out. So what happened is Paramount, I think it was Paramount or I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Paramount because that's where South Park is at.
Yeah.
Was buying another company. Another big company. Another network, I think. Or something like that. I don't know. But it was big.
Yeah.
But for them, when the companies are this big, there needs to be approval from the very top.
From the main guy.
From the main guy in the government.
Jeez.
So because of that, South Park couldn't reveal their episodes that they had, which was one of them making fun of Trump.
Yeah.
And they couldn't put them out because they were waiting for that deal to go through.
Okay.
As soon as the deal went through, they said yes, and there's no way to go back on it.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Bam! They dropped the episode of Trump.
Delicious.
Pretty much what I heard, at least, because I haven't watched it myself, to be honest with you. Because I don't know.
I saw some clips on TikTok.
But I've seen some clips, and pretty much what they're saying is that they had a Saddam Hussein episode, and they pretty much are saying that they switched Saddam Hussein for Trump. But it's basically almost the same.
Duro,
Durísimo.
Durísimo.
Y pues, now, case you could be like, well, South Park has been known for being controversial.
Oh yeah, South Park goes hard
throughout the years. They've always stayed very relevant. They always go as hard as possible on whatever's going on. But the White House actually says something about it.
No way.
And they said that South Park is not even relevant anymore, so who cares about that? So, but the fact that it got their attention is wild, bro. South Park back at it, more relevant than ever. And then they also had the new episode right now of the ICE raids that they were going into. They were going into heaven to raid.
Yeah.
To raid, take out all the
other immigrants
from heaven.
Oh, what an episode!
It goes hard, bro. South Park goes hard.
Episode.
I mean,
they take Jesus porque pues ya sabes.
Qué duro, pa,
Aplausos para ustedes.
They go hard. They don't care.
I like it. That's why I like.
They let it be known. Free speech, baby. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna get us to today's topic of the day. Ponme la de ¿cuál? ¿Cuál sería buena?
Ponme la de una canción que sea como rebellion. The Anthem by Good Charlotte.
Yeah, because that was in all the 2000s, early, late 90s. Yeah. 2000s. Yeah. No, that's not over here. Can't even put it because copyright,
Yeah.
But we'll put something similar.
Just know that that's where we were.
But yeah, going to today's episode.
Teenage Mutant Traumatizers.
Teenage Mutant Traumatizers. Teenage Mutant Traumatizers. Traumatizers. Oh, beautiful, baby. Man.
Teen years, dude.
Puberty. Duro, right? Duro.
You go through what we call preteen.
Preteen.
And then teen.
And then you become a teenager.
Right before you become an adult. What's the last year you think of being a teenager? What would you say?
I think the last year being an actual, people still treat you like a teen is 20s.
I say 19.
19?
So once you turn 20, you're done.
Right, like in my mind, you're done, dude. You're on your own.
So
but they still treat you
until you're 21?
Yeah, when people are like...
I like that.
Yeah, because when people would be like this... dude, can I say that? No, I'm 21. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's done.
For me, it's like, I'm 19. Oh, you're a teen.
Yeah.
I'm 20. Bro, what the f you doing, dude? You're an adult. Get out of here.
You need a 20. You gotta pronounce it right, guys.
That's true. The teens is when you're 17,
well, that's what I'm
15.
saying. It was at 13, right?
Yeah.
It's 13 till 19.
Yeah.
But because if you say I'm 12, oh, you're a kid.
Yeah, you're still a kid at 12.
I'm 13. Oh, what? You're kind of you're a preteen.
Yeah, ya es hora.
I'm 19.
Yeah, I'm 13.
I'm 20. Nah, yeah. Get out of here, you perv.
Yeah, I'm 13.
You're automatically, if you're a man, once you're no longer a teen, you're a perv.
Oh, you're a freaking pervert. Yeah, 100%.
You turn 20.
Yeah, I'm 13. Okay, go wash your hands before you say hi to me. Yeah, it's good. We know what's up at 13, guys. Don't come over here. Don't come getting close to me, right, with your nasty ass hand.
Trauma power.
Hide all the phones. Yeah. Disconnect the Wi-Fi at night. You know what I'm saying? But dude, let's talk about it, right? So we're teenagers. Well, we are entering teenage stage porque there's a minute where you're running around with the kids playing, and then people start telling you like, aren't you a little too old to be running around? And you start thinking like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just playing. Aren't you a little too old for that? Like, at least for me, I was like, a little too old? What do you mean? Yeah. So I'm a kid. Oh, you're entering.
Yeah, once people think it's not cute.
It's not cute.
You know? Antes, tirabas I would pull spitballs.
Yeah.
Put them in a straw.
Yeah.
Throw them at people, right?
I would,
this kid.
I would.
Then they'll go, the f*** you think you're doing?
I would leave my booger, no. Ay, el niño, hombre. Ay, límpiate la nariz. Chico chino. Wow. Unbelievable.
Perf. For some reason, just a booger, but perf. And
yeah, it was no longer cute.
Yeah, that's right between, as soon as you turn 13.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because before, una soda, mijo. And then out of nowhere, it's like, ándele, agarre una. And you're like, what happened?
It's because you know what happened? As soon as you're 13, this is what happens, right? You're asleep, right? You want to sleep the late night before, right? And then the morning comes through, right? You wake up like this.
Oh! Golly, right? Buddy.
And you go.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
what happened? Like, what? You know, you don't know what's going on.
You're like, was I listening to the radio late last night? Porque the antenna is up here still.
Hey, what times did you live in? You know, just talking about.
I wasn't getting good signal, so you know.
Yeah, the TV, you know,
sí,
you
but
had
your
to put the antenna.
dreams, your dreams were
Pero
getting
the
good
radio?
signal.
Is that a thing, Aaron? Did you listen to the radio with the antenna or no?
Yeah.
I didn't live in those times.
It had to be like.
That's crazy how those years a difference between
Yeah, big
us,
difference.
me and you guys, because
Yeah,
I did not remember listening to the radio with the antenna.
No
Watching
way.
TV, yeah, but
Yeah,
the radio.
the radio, dude. Recording music on a cassette so that we can hear it later. Damn, beautiful.
Nah,
Must have been nice, eh? Must
Yeah,
have been
dude.
nice being you, guy.
You're pitching a tent, and you go, okay, what's going on?
Ajijo.
And then, right as you're like trying to make it go down, because you're like,
Yeah,
what the hell? But it's the hardest. It will never be that hard
Yeah,
for the
'cause it
rest of your
hurts.
life.
It hurt.
The first one is the hardest that it
and
will ever
hurts, papas.
be. And then flashbacks, and you're like, what is this? And it's the movie you saw the night before.
Yeah.
The Trinity, you know, the Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix.
Titanic, obviously.
Titanic
Rose.
triggered a lot of teenagers.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there.
Okay.
What's our teen? As far as you can remember, the earliest you can remember, a girl, a woman who triggered certain little thoughts in your head of.
Duro,
Let me pull
duro.
some up, de hecho, just so we can maybe like.
Mira, ni modo, I'll say it. This is how my first thought came to be.
This is a famous person.
No.
Yeah,
This was
yeah.
a real person.
No, we're saying famous. Like, what was
okay.
the
When
first
you watch something,
female person, famous person who you were like, ooh, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm having a little crush growing here. I mean, you could say Hilary Duff if that was it. I don't know if
yeah,
that was early
but
enough.
Hilary Duff was more like a crush. Like I actually liked her.
Yeah.
Liked her.
But I'm
like I
saying,
never
like-
saw her
Like being a preteen, right before middle school, or when you started middle school, seventh grade,
No, yeah. When I lost my mind.
putting deodorant on
when
for the
I
first
lost
time.
my mind was Angelina Jolie.
Okay, there you go.
That was the first time that I was like, I don't know if it was Tomb Raider. Angelina Jolie, I'm gonna say.
Angelina, not bad. Good pick, Aaron.
For me, I don't remember the actress or the movie, but there was a movie that we put on.
Yeah.
And it was an old time movie where they have those long big dresses,
Yeah.
and the guys are dressed like girls.
1800s or maybe even more down.
Yeah. And there's a nude scene in there that just blew my mind. And that was the first time I remember thinking,
That sounds
let me come back in the
amazing.
nighttime.
See?
Pop this on, rewind.
Yeah, they put us to bed. You know, my mom and dad never put us to bed, but they told us to go to bed. So we go to bed, lights are off, todo. We could hear everyone going into their bedrooms, everything. You wait about a good 45 minutes. Then you wake up and you sneak into the living room. You throw in the cassette, ¿cómo se llaman los VHS? You're there for like 45 minutes trying to find the scene, first of all. So you sick bastards. Don't even lie, guys. You know you did that.
Sickles.
Because it wasn't like the DVDs where you would go and select the scenes. Remember they would come up in all the squares. You could select the scene.
Hey, my first one, because you know you have crushes, right? As you're growing up,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
the Disney Channel or whatever.
Yeah, like you just said, Hilary Duff for me
very
was my
pretty
crush.
girls come out. But the first one for me, and we've talked about this before, definitely Cameron Diaz in her red dress in the mask. Because I remember seeing her for the first time, I was like, what is, like...
Why do I feel this way?
Se mira de una manera impresionante en mi cabeza. Like,
Yeah, because it's like you just said, and I think we kind of skipped over it, is you have your crush and you feel something. Like I said, I would watch Hilary Duff. I would watch, ¿cómo se llamaba el show, hombre? Anyways, with stuff with Hilary Duff, and I would be like, man, I wish I could marry her. I love her so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
Pero the day I saw...
It's because it went from a crush, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute. Or she's so pretty.
Beautiful.
To,
I wish I could talk to her.
she's hot.
Yeah.
Boom.
That
Boom,
was
la
the-
palabra.
Fíjate que for me back then, I used to like Hilary Duff with a crush of a kid.
Yeah.
But when I saw Britney Spears,
Oh,
she beat her into,
Damn,
and
I
then I went
forgot
into
that.
a crush of a
Yeah.
teenager.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the change where you're looking at them like,
That's when it comes out of the foreskin, you know?
oh.
Wow! What?
Bueno, unless
Come on!
unless you're a Jew, then it just qué duro, eh.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, that was their, you know, when you switch from cute teenage crush
Yeah.
to a more,
How
and not
are
even
ya?
and you start, and you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
is, for me at least, it was crushes on girls, and then you have a crush on a woman.
Oh, right.
And that's where it goes from, oh, she's really cute, she's really pretty, to, oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
Right? And you start looking at other parts of the woman that you wouldn't have
Normally, yeah, because
normally looked.
I remember I was just thinking as you were talking, I remember Jennifer Aniston in Friends. And Friends wasn't, if you see it now, it wasn't like fully exposing them, but like their body, pero it was sexy. And I remember a couple of scenes, like, damn, that's a hottie patati.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy because I don't know if it happens to you guys, but when I started getting a mustache, I would shave that off real quick.
Damn.
Mustache, beard, everything. I didn't want to have no facial hair. And my kids nowadays, they get a little bit of fuzz, and they're like, "Ooh, hell yeah, I'm a mustache."
Getting all the
they
ladies.
Trim it up and make it look good. I'm like, dude, shave that off. You can barely see it.
It's weird,
yeah,
bro.
my kids shave the whole thing.
I don't know
off
if it was
too.
because back in our days, and I don't know, because I don't know how it is nowadays. Obviously, I'm not a teen.
Right.
My kids are just about to be in the real teen world, to put it see. But back in our days, it was not popular. It was that don't have a mustache, don't have a beard. If you have a beard, a mustache, you're an old guy in high school.
I was gonna say, because we would talk about people like that, like, hey, what are you, a señor, bro? Like, relax.
Hairy legs, hairy arms. Nobody wanted that. You shave everything if possible. You know,
try to look young, guy. Like,
yeah, that was, and I think that's maybe why Aaron shaved all of that back in the day, because you never wanted to look.
Yeah,
you always wanted to look younger than what you were.
For sure, dude. For sure.
And be a perv, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, crazy things, because that happens, and then you realize you're changing. Porque it's a change. It's a change, and it hits hard. Pero who do you talk to? Right? Who do you talk to about, hey, dude, the fuck? I'm waking up to my soldiers saluting me in the morning. Like, is that normal? Is that not normal? What do I... Because you feel embarrassed, dude. I was feeling embarrassed. I was feeling scared. I got a little bit lucky because my brother Aaron is only a year and like 2-3 months, I don't know, younger than me. So we kind of were able to relate and kind of go through stuff together. But, it was still scary. It was still nerve-wracking. And I thought, now that I'm older, I thought, well, I'm going to try to be more in tune with my children about it. But it's so weird.
I was going to say the real hard part is how much of a pervert you become.
It's scary.
Because,
it's super
and
scary.
I don't know if this is just me, but you become a pervert. It's just the truth. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like, obviously you're a kid. I'm not saying like you're an actual pervert.
Right. You're not going around sniffing butts like the butt sniffer, you know?
But it's like
it's como dicen a lot of comedians where it's like, you grace a table with your junk. And you're like, wait a minute, that felt good. Let me go back.
Why is this table touching me like that? For me, it was hard porque it happened in church. Now, we've said it many times. We grew up in church for years.
Yeah.
I'm talking about till probably our little brother was a teenager, you know?
Yeah.
So for years, we went to church literally religiously, where every Sunday
day.
And then after that, every Saturday it changed. And all the time going to church. Church was everything, right?
That was life, literally.
That was like life for us. And I started noticing these dresses are fitting the women a little tight.
Hey,
how come?
What kind of dress
before
are that?
it looked to you, you would be like, I mean, I'm muy decente, you know, very decent.
Señora, you would just be like, oh, esta señora.
Very decent, yeah, great. You're covering everything, and then you started being like, why is that ass kind of popping?
Oh, he said it.
Why is there a little bit of cleavage going on?
Hey, yo.
And then the kids, right?
Yeah.
That now are preteens with you that you used to hang out with. You're starting to be. Wait,
because isn't it?
Since when did you have?
Because isn't it this how it happens when you notice? You're like this, and la señora passes by, no, porque also two señoras, the dress was way too tight. No, but when anyways, pasa, no, and then you're like, and then you look, and your friend's looking too, and you both look at each other like. That's when you realize, oh shit.
For me, it was like this. Te digo que a girl that you would see just as another guy, right? Because you grew up the same. Was that you were the same age?
Yeah, going to the same Sunday school.
And then they start filling in, como dicen por ahí.
Plumbing.
Right? And they wear their dresses and stuff, and they started getting out tight. Before, flat, right? So you didn't care.
And then too, the mom is like, okay, mijita, pues let's go. Now you start buying clothes.
And now the dresses are starting to fit a little different. And then, right, in one of these occasions,
all of a sudden,
by accident, and I'm being serious, by accident, your hand touches her butt, the back of your hand, and then you go, huh?
And then,
where before, when you were a kid, you touch her butt.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. You're playing.
Care.
You guys are playing. But did it happen like this to you too? That happens, and you look up at her because you're embarrassed at first.
Yeah.
You're like, but when you look at her, that you just saw her. When you look at her, different. Like her face is different. Like you're like, ya no la miras como like little girl esa, sino que now you look at her like, oh shit.
Right.
Oh shit. What's happening here? We're locking eyes. I feel. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that. No, yeah. Okay. Now it's weird.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you had to say sorry now, because before pasaba cosas así,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But now hugging to say goodbye. Oh, bye. Now it's like the hug is a little different.
Yeah.
Right? Que no, que antes nomás era un.
Yeah, you just be like, all right, we'll see you guys next Sunday or whatever.
All of a sudden,
Then you start thinking, wait, she hugged me a little too tight. What's
right.
she trying to get at?
How come her cheeks, her face face scraped against my face, as she was going away.
Part. Yeah, that's the part.
That's the perf side of
the hands that go like by accident,
And
it's all by accident because the girl doesn't even care.
Yeah, you can't stop thinking about. No, porque I used to think that too. But, I mean, we'll get a female out here to confirm, but I'm pretty sure we were both male and female going through the same thing. Kind of like, did we just our cheeks? What does that even mean? Wait, it's like como dices tú, the hand. I remember that one so much. Like we used to, all right, bye, see you later, whatever. You're walking away like, what? This happened to me one time at a church event. All right, guys, bye, bye. And I was walking, and I'm like, I look back, and the girl looks back, and I'm like, to me, that's like, okay, it's a confirmation. Something happened, chemistry, atoms were colliding together, and maybe it did in the moment, but nothing like, oh, she likes me, I like her. But you're a teenager, your emotions, your mind, the sensibility in your hands. Oh, dude, what a great times, huh?
Yep. And that's where you start developing, crushes, feelings.
Hey.
And guess what? Oh, you thought I was talking about tears? Nah, dude, a pimple, bro. Pimples start coming out on your face, dog. Oh, and then you start realizing, wait a minute, I'm fugly.
Somebody called them signs of perversion.
You start looking at yourself a little different. You start trying to do your hair now.
Ooh. You're like, Dad, I think I need deodorant, pa.
You need deodorant because it smells like garlic. It smells like cheese.
Te pasó esto que you would be sitting on a bench or whatever, and you would see your friends and whatever, pero then you would be like this, and then you would look at each other, and then you would be like, no longer would be like crazy. No, now it's kind of like looking at each other like.
Yeah, I think what starts happening is your brain starts building a little thing called awkward, cringe.
Same.
And you don't know what it is back at that time.
Right,
you don't
at the
understand.
moment that it's happening.
All you know is that you cringe and you're embarrassed at 80%, 90% of the things you used to do as a kid. And now you start hiding your face, and now you start being more like, girl talks to you, hey, Sarah, how you doing? They used to talk to you all the time, and now you go like,
yeah, because we're talking about the girl that you hit.
Just eating ice cream.
We're talking about the girl that you hit with something at one point.
Right.
We're talking about the girl that you you showed her, that you were like, hey, dude, look at this.
And you used to call her caca breath.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
And now you're like, I wonder what her breath smells like.
Oh.
You're like, she's an angel.
She's beauty, and she's just like
heavy. Yeah.
Because she's still
she's 1 year younger than you. She's 1 year younger than you, so she hasn't gotten there yet, and you're already there. Yeah, dude. Because I remember being at the lake, being that jerk that would get kids wet. Canyon bowl right next to somebody to get them wet. I don't know, dude. Pool things, drop cups, a complete douche. and it's the same girl, and then you start thinking, damn, she knows me. She knows I'm a piece of shit, you know?
Dude, I used to have so many imaginations at school, you know? Trying to like all these hypotheticals.
Okay, daydreaming. Okay.
Yeah, daydreaming. Like you'd be like,
Just
oh, could talk to that girl, and we could hang out, and it would be so much fun. And that girl's has never even looked at you once your entire life. Well, let me say it though. Let me say it, right? But let me say it. All right, that was actually the end.
No! I hate this guy. Pero sí o no, those dreams would always go to this. You would always picture yourself walking home together, and you're like, somehow, some way, somewhere, you would kiss. That's how my thoughts were always be like, dude, I'm gonna walk her home, and we'll be walking home, and then when I say goodbye and we hug, boom, that's when it happened. Obviously, I didn't even walk home. I took the bus, guy. Pero pues that's where my imagination went.
Mine would be like this. All right, so we meet at the end of the school. She comes to me. She's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I walk the same way you go. Can I go with you?" And I go, "Yeah, of course. Let's go." And she goes, and then halfway home, 3 other guys come through. They're like, "We're gonna beat your ass up. Take your money." I fight them because all of a sudden, I know how to fight.
Yeah.
Slap, slap, boom.
Yeah.
Cat, crap.
Not regular fight, karate fight.
Karate fight, flipping,
Yeah, yeah.
Doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, off of the bench and stuff. Yeah, you remember.
Sending them flying.
It's morphin' time!
And then you finally get to your house, right?
Yeah.
And that's when she goes, "Wow, thank you so much for saving me and taking me home safely."
Mine's the same, but when I'm done fighting, I get into my car, drive away, completely forget about the girl, just start my own adventure.
become an actual fighter.
Yeah. Damn.
And then and that's when you kiss. The sun is setting right behind you, even though it's not even the end of the day because you just got out of school. But the sun is setting behind you, and you go,
oh.
And then as she's leaving, you float you're floating home, baby.
Damn, that's a dream. Man.
Usually when I'm
floating,
that's when I come.
That's a heavy imagination.
I had something happen to me that I think affected the rest of my life, but I'm not sure if it's true or not.
You got married. Got him.
So
don't do it.
I was very shy, growing up. And I remember it was second grade, first grade, or third grade. One of those. I started hanging out with this one guy. And this guy loved hanging out with me, so we would go over here, over there, like in recess, lunch, having a blast, playing all kinds of games. So he became my best friend.
Yeah.
And so I started telling my mom and dad about him. And I was like, oh, and today we went and did this. Oh, and today we did that, and it was awesome, and he's crazy. And they were like, hey, that's too much. Tone it down. Nah, you can't have friends like that. That's gay.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't know. My bad. So then I stopped hanging out with him that much, and I stopped talking about him. And now till this day, I don't have any friends.
That's amazing.
I mean, you could have had
That's
more
an amazing
friends,
story.
Now, is that a trauma?
Yeah, dude, that has a lot to do porque it's the miscommunication, no?
And I think also because I was so little, I really took it as something that
That's literal. Yeah, literally. Literally, you're like, I don't want to be gay.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
Right? Yeah. And shit, you're telling me this is gay? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Hang out and until this day, we can't hang out with guy friends for too long.
Because I was going to say, yes, it did affect the future, guy, which explains why. How come your brother never answers his text messages? Because you don't want to be gay, guy, Yeah. He's struggling with that. No, that's not where that was going.
Not that I'm scared of gayness. I think it just made me more distant, more like, I don't really care about this guy.
You were like
that,
oh, shoot, okay. Well, that's not where I wanted this to go. I thought it was just my buddy, but damn, that's weird. Yeah, because we really, like I was like you, I really believe, an adult told me something. I believed them.
Yep.
Because I would be like, he knows. He's an adult. I didn't know adults lie to kids and stuff like that before. I did not know that. I just thought if an adult's telling me, it must be for a reason.
But I do know it's scary because, like, for example, right now, my son has a friend, and they spend a lot of time together.
Damn, that's gay.
Not a lot of time, like he's always like, "Hey, Dad, can I go hang out with whatever his name is?" Because he has a pool at his house. And,
sick.
And then there's other friends that live around him that also come through.
Right.
So they have a whole group right there that are always trying to hang out.
Yeah, the homies.
And I think it's fine. I never think of it as.
Yeah, I've never thought like that.
Weird.
Yeah, because my kids have friends, just like you said. They have friends that hang out. And at first I was like, dude, what do you want to hang out with your friends for? Dude, you have your brother and your sisters here. Like, relax, guy. But then I realized, damn, no. You are supposed to hang out with your friends and have a good time. And it means nothing. It's just the way we were told about it was different. And it explains why we have no friends outside our little circle. And then, we start revealing. No, what is it? We become rebels. Yeah.
14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? Your parents hit you with the belt, and you go like this.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And that's when you start rebelling. That's when your mom comes to give you a hug, and you go like this.
The one hand.
Or they just hug you, and you're just like,
yeah.
You do the side hug.
Yeah.
No longer, don't hug me anymore. You know what I mean? That's for babies. I'm an adult.
See,
even though you're a teenager.
Especially they're trying to hug you in front of people.
Especially not girls.
Especially not girls.
Nah, girl, if a girl sees me, because girls at that age, because I was thinking, they find it because you were saying that that's when you start noticing girls or whatever.
Yeah.
But me, unfortunately, my thing was to be goofy, right? I've always been goofy. Pero now I try to say jokes and stuff like that. But back then it was more like physical comedy.
Yeah.
Right? More like Jim Carrey and all of them, Robin Williams and all these comedians that did physical comedy.
It's brilliant.
But guess what? Preteen girls or teenage girls don't like physical comedy.
What they would call childish.
When you would get a spaghetti noodle hanging off your nose, you know, and be like,
yeah, because this would be my move, right?
Right?
Me and my guys loving it. You're so dumb.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Why would you put and don't tell me you're gonna eat it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh damn, bro.
Because you think it's hilarious. You're trying to be funny as hell.
I would have been like this. Brilliant, brother.
Grab a glass of water, throw it at your pants.
I
never did that. Sounds hilarious. And then, so what happens? Girls start looking at you like, nah, dude, you're a weirdo.
Yeah,
and
childish.
then, trauma.
Yeah, because one time a girl said, "Why don't you guys have lotion at your house?" At first I didn't get it. Like, what the fuck? Do we have lotion? I don't care for lotion. Like, what do you mean? Until I realized it was because I have ashy elbows.
Yeah, and then they start judging you, based on your clothes, based on how you look, because they like the guys that have the nice shoes. They like the guys that have the trendy clothes, the good haircut.
At such a young age.
Because this is what girls do to guys during high school, middle school, and high school. They really care about all those things.
They
don't understand that you're broke. They don't understand.
I don't work.
You don't know about fashion yet. I'm getting there. Hold on. They're still like, ugh, why you dressed like that? Ugh, why you have those shoes?
I see.
Ugh, why you have Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Grow up. That was their favorite. Grow up, dude. We're 13, guy.
And then also, when girls liked you, also they would make fun of you.
Yeah.
And
because
then
now they like you, so that's
you have
the
the haters too that made fun of you, even though they did like what you were
complete emotional
disaster.
And, mind warfare on your ass.
The amount of trauma.
So you grow up thinking, ya vale, I'm done. There's no girl that like me. I'm a loser.
I don't know how to dress. I don't know how to behave.
And then what do? Put a little Simple Plan on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What was that one song? Perfect? What was that?
See, I know.
I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. And that's as far as we can go. As far as we can go, because copyright. And you start listening to all these songs that are about other things.
Yeah.
But you think that they're about
100%. You being a loser.
Qué duro, man. Then your hair you start growing it out. You start covering your face.
You start saying your mom says something and you're like, I'm not a kid anymore.
Oh my God, I can never just chill, dude. And it's like, you don't do anything. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Tira la basura, throw away the trash.
Yeah. I was about to skateboard right
my
now.
dad can do that. Your dad just came from a 12-hour shift.
Oh.
Every time your parents came home, no has salido, no has hecho nada.
Sí.
You haven't gone out, you haven't getting some fresh air. You've been playing video games all day.
Jeez, we's annoying, dude.
You're like,
hell annoying.
Sad as hell, bro. That's why. Cures my depression.
Because had we just been like, hey, mom, hey, dad, right? This and this. Oh, mijo, let me tell you. It's because sometimes little girls, when they like someone, they don't know how to act, just like you didn't know right now. And they start calling you, pero it's nothing to do with that. What, you trying to get better shoes? Well, you know what I mean? Yeah.
They don't like Walmart brand anymore?
Is Payless
they don't like your
you?
Payless, which I don't think it exists anymore, but
Right.
they don't like your Payless light up Turtle Ninja shoes?
What? Did you show them that they light up?
Yeah.
That's why they hit me, Dad, Qué duro, viejo. Qué duro, realizing que and then this is the thing with us three. We were a little behind, guy. And then, like I said, I had friends of mine I'll be like, bro, your shoes were super cool, right? Your Sonic the Hedgehogs, we used to run super fast. What's going on?
I realized that when I show up to school with my Nikes, right, which are good shoes.
Yeah.
But my shoelaces were tied up correctly. Oh.
All the way.
They're supposed to be loose. You're supposed to not be able to run with your shoe.
You're supposed to hear the back of your heel hitting, as you're walking. You can't run.
You're supposed to have 2 to 3 socks stuffed in your shoes. You know what I mean? So that it looks like a bump.
Yeah.
And mine was just tied correctly.
Yeah.
Sir, dude.
Yeah, because
never recovered.
Qué duro. Qué gachazo.
Never recovered. And then, skateboarding was introduced.
Yeah.
I think that's when you start getting into your hobbies, right?
Yeah.
When you started wanting to do things.
Finding things you like.
Skateboarding, music, sports, like basketball, baseball.
Hanging out with the guys.
That's where you start. And then all working out. That's where you start wanting to work out, wanting to look fit.
You want abs for sure,
You want
dude.
abs, dude. You're trying so hard to get abs. But you can't stop eating chips.
Cookies.
You know what I mean? Like, why do you have to eat a full bag of chips when you get home from school?
Full bag. Mira, I would get home from school. I would make myself a Maruchan, 1 sandwich, and a handful of Lay's. Every freaking day, dude. Let's go.
I would make myself 2 Hot Pockets.
Ooh.
At least 6 to 8 of those wings that you can freeze.
Yeah.
And then right after that, 2 sandwiches that you would grill in the panini griller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would come out as triangles. Yeah. And then a bowl of cereal that's dessert. You know what I mean? To finish it off. And then right on the couch like this.
Gonzo. Watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I get home from school, go to sleep, wake up to go to school the next day.
Damn, the whole day gone, dude.
Crazy, dude.
That's freaking
I could not. I had to watch all my cartoons.
Yeah, first of all.
The second Arthur was done.
Oh, qué duro,
I remember I would only wake up when people would come. Either my cousin Junior would come, be like, hey, dude, wake up. You want to go to the gym? You want to go do something? Oh, okay, let's go. But if nobody came for me, I went to sleep and didn't wake up till the next day.
Qué rico dormir, Qué rico.
Oh, sleep, man. I miss it.
I haven't slept in years.
Beautiful times.
Beautiful teenage times, man.
Teenage dirtbag, baby.
Ooh, great song. I'm sure some of you viewers, when you were teenagers, right, that had loving and understanding parents. Our parents were loving, don't get us wrong, but they were different, man. They lived their own lives, and we just had to kind of figure it out as we grew.
I don't think they were different. I just think we, again, like I mentioned, we lived in a very church environment. And like Jay said, I think there was a certain stigma of not evil, but sexual things, drugs,
Right.
smoking, all those things,
Music.
alcohol, music, all those
TV
entertainment,
shows.
right? Cartoons, movies, a lot of these things were viewed negatively.
Right.
And instead of just explaining, drugs are bad,
Right.
don't be doing drugs, but no, it was more of don't even talk about drugs. That
Right.
way you won't even be around drugs.
Yeah, because we didn't even have the don't do it talk. It was just like,
So I think our parents, it's not that they didn't know. I think it was more the mentality of growing up at church that it was more of ignore it, don't even talk about it, don't
Right.
even mention it. That way you don't even have to have those
We don't even have
conversations or
to
anything
worry
like
about
that.
it.
Unfortunately,
Damn.
it's a very bad way to think, I
Yeah.
think, now that I'm a grown up and adult. And it has happened with me and my kids because I do have trouble talking to them about serious things like that.
Right.
Because I did grow up like that. And even now, I haven't gone to church in a long time.
Right.
There's still a lot of things that I see negatively,
Mm-hmm.
even though because they were just encrypted into me. It was like, yeah, whether I want to or not, it's like I see them as bad.
Yeah, because like for example, the style nowadays with the teenagers, like we have teenager kids, the way it came back, it's even like coloring their hair blonde, or like I saw a lot of kids in high school coloring their full head blonde, and they're trying to be rappers, and they're doing this and they're doing that. And some of my sons will be like, "Oh, Dad, we want to get a perm." Like kids are getting perm to get curly
That
hair.
is
And
crazy.
at first, I was like, "That's crazy. Why would you color your hair like that's insane, dude?"
Yeah.
Of course not. But then, as I was thinking too later, I mean, I didn't do it obviously, but I was thinking to myself, "Pues, is it bad?
Right.
It grows out. The coloring comes out. You can
Right.
cut another haircut. It's just changing your style up a little bit." I saw a lot of kids at school with it, and I'm like, just like in our days where we wanted a certain haircut, a certain clothes, you know, maybe it's and I remember thinking, Dad, it's not bad, dude. It's not bad. Like me, I love skulls. If you know me, you know that skulls are my thing. Like I love skulls. But like you said, growing up, I wasn't allowed to have things with skulls. And now that I'm grown, almost everything I own has a skull on it. But I would think, why not? Like, what's bad about a skull? We have a skull. We have one. We are skeleton. But yeah, I guess it was just the way we were being brought up. And I started thinking about that, like with tattoos, simply. Right? We were always talking tattoos are a big no-no, blah, blah, blah. And everybody that meets me later in the future, they're like, dude, I would have sworn you were super tatted up by now.
Yeah, even to this day, my mom sees our logo and she's like, "You guys are going to hell."
Yeah.
Right. Nah, that's heavy, dude. She thinks we made a pact with the devil for this
Right,
logo.
hey, if we would have been famous already,
What about when we start driving as teenagers?
Damn, dude.
Lose all control.
I remember me and Aaron started driving, and that's when I felt full freedom. We started driving, and the thing is, now we like girls. Not that we didn't like them before, but now we like to go out and try to talk to girls, and we're like, dude, I imagine I think I was 15 when I finally made out with the girl, because I got kissed before. No, how old are you in 7th grade?
13, probably.
I remember this girl that I really liked, very popular in school, the girl, not me, obviously. And my friend's like, dude, she said she was going to kiss you after lunch. So you need to rinse out your mouth. And he gave me you guys remember those strips that you would just put in your tongue?
Mhm.
And he's like, dude, trust me, you're going to have to do that. And I was like, nah, bro. Nah, porque what am I going to do? Right? When she comes to kiss me, what am I going to do? Because like I said, there was no one to talk to about how to kiss a girl or not. Anywho, obviously she comes. We kiss, does all the work. Oh, your boy is a natural. Right? I am a natural. I've been told I am a great kisser, by the way. I've been told. And I lose my goddamn mind. All control. Absolutely. I used to be an A student, bro. I used to have a bright future. But then I kissed a girl. And I liked it. You know?
Suck Katy Perry.
Very well. It was amazing. And like Aaron said, we learned to drive. And all of a sudden, here I am, 10 at night, jumping out of my window for no reason. Because maybe if I'd be like, hey, Dad, some of my friends, including some girls, they're going to hang out at the park right here. hey, let me cook.
Especially my dad was the most supportive
Dude.
person when it came to.
Oh, my dad would have
talking
been
to
like,
girls.
here's the car. Do you need anything else? Pero no, ¿qué hace uno? I was gonna have to sneak out.
Naughty.
What about you, man? When was the first time you kissed a girl and you were like, holy
I remember kissing a girl in the back of my uncle's house.
Oh, that's right.
She kissed me.
Yeah.
But it was very
Violated.
aggressive, so it was kind of a little. It was a little
Threw you
too
off,
much.
threw you off.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't like I always imagine your first kiss like in the shows. You know what I mean?
Right.
You watch the Disney Channel, right?
Yeah.
You watch all the teenage movies.
Yeah.
And they all do the
Yeah.
right.
And they.
And then as soon as they click, they're like, this is always the reaction.
yeah.
But it was too aggressive. But I think what really felt more like that to me, like that teenage
Crush.
was when a girl would hold your hand, or what she'd be like, do you want to hold hands? And you'd be like, yeah. And then
Warm.
you were just like,
Yeah. All your
and
dreams.
you're just sweating the whole time.
All your dreams.
It feels disgusting. It feels disgusting, but pues you go like, but it's cute.
Oh, amazing times.
So, and that's when you get a boner.
What about you, Hey Rondo? When did you get
Hey
your first
Rondo.
I think in my first kiss, I had to tell the girl, because I was older already. I was like 16, probably 17.
kiss? Okay.
And I had to tell the girl that I've never kissed a girl. Can I kiss her?
Ooh.
And she was just like,
Crazy.
yeah, sure, because she liked me
Obviously.
a lot.
Oh.
And so, yeah, so I went for it. Like you said, she was like, oh, you're natural. And then that day, went to a park, kissed for hours.
Oh, damn, daddy. Chill.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how. It's crazy how. But it's crazy.
What happened, man?
O sea, look at this. Look at this. Your experience is you kiss a girl and then you're like, damn, this is awesome. So you guys go to the park, kiss for hours. I'm like, dude, I kissed that girl. It was amazing. No, it blew my mind. Sam's like, it hit me a little hard, man. Traumatized.
No, but okay, you guys got the makeout session. I got a dental procedure. This girl was cleaning my teeth.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I was even younger than that, maybe 13, we were at my cousin's house, and my cousin had older cousins, girl cousins. And my cousin was like, I dare you to kiss Aaron right now. And she came at me. She was probably like 15 or 14.
Right.
I was like 12, I was young.
Yeah.
And she came at me, grabbed me, threw me against the wall.
Oh,
and
yeah.
made out with me all hardcore. Her tongue and todo. And I was just like I wasn't even making a kissing lips,
Right,
nothing.
yeah.
I was gone. I had no idea what was happening.
That sounds amazing.
And it was disgusting.
Of course it
It was
was.
disgusting because it was insanely aggressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that first experience, I don't count it because it was nasty. It had
Well,
nothing.
that was your first kiss, brother. Sorry.
That was
Hey,
it,
what do you
dude.
mean? I don't count that one. That one doesn't exist.
See,
That's your first kiss, though, right? So she lying to yourself.
Yeah, because I had a kiss as a peck, with a girl, and I thought like that's crazy. Oh man, she smelled like beautiful. But then when I had my first makeout session, that's when I lost my mind. That's when I was like, dude, why haven't me and girls been doing this every day? This is crazy. Dude, teenage times, wow.
Sometimes, baby, growing up.
Magical times? Can we say magical times where things are just happening left and right?
Hell no, dude.
Scary times. Bro.
Pimples in your face. Your penis hurts from all the touching.
Yeah. Well, now, right? You're a teen. Like we said, preteen. You're a full teen, and you're starting to outgrow your teenage times, right? You now you have to get a job. 16, 17. You're like, all right, it's time. I want to make a little bit of money. I want to buy some stuff. Your friends are going out to the movies. Your friends want to go out to Peter Piper Pizza. Your friends want to go out, and now you feel like you're outgrowing a lot of things. You no longer really care if you have a pimple or not because you finally understood his life.
You know what you start outgrowing?
Yeah.
Your little brothers. Remember when Javier started working? he left us, right? He went with his girl. Yeah. All his time and money and effort and everything went into his girl. Yeah. And his friends.
So you're saying nothing has changed?
And then once I started working, I did the same thing. I was all about girls, all about my friends, and I forgot about my little brothers completely.
It's crazy because at the time when it's happening, you don't realize it. Like, I didn't realize it that until I started hearing the stories from Sam, Ray, and I'm like, well, where was I this whole time? Like, where was I, you know? But then you realize, like, oh, you were gone, guy, because I had already grown, and it was time for me to. The wilderness should be explored, which it shouldn't be because I wasn't even 21 yet, right? I should have been still home and trying to be more successful.
Yeah, bro. When I was 18, I was out in parties. I was out with my friends that were girls in their house, in their apartment, chilling in their rooms. I was out and about doing things.
Dude.
And I was barely like, what, 16, 17?
16, 17 at least.
Because my parents gave me a car when I was like 16.
Yeah, correct.
Crazy stuff, yeah. Well, that's when me and Ray, my best friend, shout out to my cousin Isaac, who became our mentor. Me and Ray's mentor at our teenage years because, like Jay and Aaron said, they left us.
Yeah, we were gone.
When they started doing their thing, they're partying with the ladies and all that. And I think my cousin's older than Jay.
Yeah.
Or about older.
Yeah, older.
And so he's just because we were around him because we would all go to church.
Right.
I think there was a time when you guys didn't even go to church.
Yeah,
I don't know,
we didn't even go
teenagers or something.
Yeah,
and you guys didn't go to church anymore.
We just did our own thing.
So obviously, me and Ray we went to church for the longest time, and Isaac was there because he was también igual. He was very devoted to the church at that time. Right. And he just mentored us. He was always trying to kind of look out for us a little bit, trying to teach us like how to get the ladies and stuff like that. And I remember that one time there was a story where, and I don't know if I already told it in this podcast, but he literally told me we were at a church event, and he was like, "Dude, what's up with you? Like, you got a girl? What's going on?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And she had actually invited me today to a thing at her church. But, I ain't got no car or nothing.
Right.
And obviously, I have to come to my parents to our church. And he was like right now? He was like, yeah, bro, let's go. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, bro, I got you. Vámonos. I was like, all right. So we got in his car. We went. And, yeah, I got to hang out with my girl and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I'm very thankful that, he hooked it up. Again, appreciate you, cousin.
Yeah, he was always looking out for us, for sure.
That you looked out for us like that.
Yeah, that guy hooked me up, too. I remember one time he told me, hey, bro, whenever you need money, just call me and I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. Don't pay me back, nothing. Just let me know. I'm here for you. I was like, oh, nice. So what did I do? I got my two friends that were girls, and I was like, hey, you guys want to go eat? And they're like, yeah, where are you going to take us? Wherever you guys want. Tell me. And they're like, oh, well, what about Red Lobster? Let's go. I didn't even know what Red Lobster was. Right. I didn't know it was expensive. What it is. I was like, let's go. Well, the bill came out to be like $60. Way too expensive for me at that time.
Right.
I called Isaac, hey, bro, I need $60. He's like, damn, that's a lot. I was like, yeah, my bad. Let me get it, and I won't ask you for money again.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, and send me the money, paid for it. But yeah, I never asked him for money again. I was like, I messed up.
Yeah, took advantage of the offer. Yeah, $60 back in those days.
Crazy. God, even now I'd be like, nah. Yeah, I was talking about going to McDonald's.
I was gonna hook you up with
$15.
Yeah, I was gonna hook you up with the 20, thinking you guys are gonna get some snacks, go to the park or something.
Is crazy, bro.
That's my guy. That's the type of guy he is.
He would always take us to the movies too. Me and Ray.
Oh, nice.
He would always take us to the movies. Yeah, obviously he would pay for everything because we had no jobs.
Right.
Always driving us around in his Honda Civic that he had back in those days. All black, futuristic looking. I remember.
Yeah.
Always showing us like his cologne collection because he's into colognes and he always had his collection and. He's a cool guy.
For sure.
He definitely looked out for us.
For sure.
As we were growing up and. Yeah, teenage. I mean, for me, I would say it was 50% cool, 50% rough. Right. I definitely think that there was a lot of rough moments. Just growing up in church, I think was really what hit me the hardest.
Yeah.
Just because we didn't, I'm not saying that because I grew up in a church.
Right, not in a bad way.
I grew up messed up or anything like that because nothing happened to me or nothing during the church time. It's just I was so naive because of I grew up in church. I was gonna say, and being so naive, unfortunately, is not a good thing in this planet, in this earth. you need to know things so that you can be aware.
Yeah, be
and,
ready.
Yeah, and know what's gonna happen and what's to come, and that way when things happen, right? Because you growing up in church, you think you can trust people. You think they're not. Nobody's gonna stab you in your back. Even the, well, I'm not, even the church people.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
You don't think none of them. Like you think that that everybody's looking out for everybody.
Right.
And that's not the reality, and that's just a fact. That's not even. I'm not even trying to throw again any dirt towards the church or anything like that at all. It's just that that's the reality, and there was a lot of positivity, a lot of good things that have made me who I am because of going to church, and I'm super thankful for it.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it did affect me in a lot of negative ways, being naive like that, because I did feel like I didn't have that level of maturity that I wish I would have had sooner.
That was necessary.
And I think just not being exposed to those things.
Yeah, because it's like I mentioned in one episode, I used to always think like, how do my friends know these things?
Yeah.
You know, they would tell me like, oh Jay, this and that. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? You know, and they would always be like, dude, you're so like you're late to everything. Like, come on, dude, grow up. And I always be like, what do you mean? How do you guys know this information?
And then because you don't know all this information, once you, for example, once you have your first sexual encounter, then you want more.
Yeah.
Right?
Now you're losing your mind.
Instead of having been told this, knowing that, hey, once you have your first sexual encounter, get ready because your hormones and everything's going to tell you you want more. And then you start doing things that aren't safe. Yeah. And then you start having unprotected sex and all this. And these are going to lead you to all these consequences that are real.
Yeah.
Instead of having those conversations.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because I tell my kids, me and your mom, you know, we started having sex way too young.
Yeah.
We had unprotected. And what happened? We started having kids very young. And I know my parents would never tell us that. They wouldn't be like, you can have kids very young, and
it's possible that if you have sex with a woman, you could get her pregnant.
No, they'll be like, everything was fine. We got married. We took our time. Right. Everything was as it should be. Mm-hmm. So we think that's how our life is going to be, too. We're going to take everything easy. You know, things can happen.
Yeah, because I feel once I got older, you know, I was gone for a while. I was a troubled kid. I didn't realize I was a troubled kid until I got older, and I'm like, oh, damn, I had issues. For example, you know, and I'm not saying this, I don't think it's cool or nothing. I'm saying this as hopefully somebody learns from it or understands me a little bit better. But when I was in juvie, I thought to myself, damn, but I'm a good kid. I grew up in church. I'm a good kid. Why are the cops and the judges why are they being like this to me, you know? Not knowing and not understanding what I was doing wrong. Because no one ever sat down and said, mira, mijo, hold on. I know you know good from wrong. Pero sometimes if your friend is doing this and you're there, you get blamed for it. You understand? Yeah, maybe your friend is the one that ran and got in your car, but that makes you a part of things. No, it's not cool to do this and to do that. No, you don't need to make money any other way other than work. You know, had I had some of these conversations where it could have pushed me to where my friend said, bro, let's do this. And then I'm like, oh, hold on, brother. Because we're about to get into some shit that I don't want to get into, right? Because I didn't want to get into it. Like I said, I was so naive that by the time I'm sitting in juvie, like, whoa, what the hell just happened?
The biggest issue that I grew up with being a church kid was guilt, dude. I think the fact that it was so embedded into us that anything out of the church norm makes you feel guilty, right? Like masturbating, having thoughts of women. Like, that's messed up because as a teen, you don't really have control of those things. And instead of being taught like, hey, we know you don't have control of it, and you are going to have those thoughts. Don't feel guilty.
It's gonna be okay.
Try to control them in the matter of don't take it too far. Don't think thoughts that are too dark. Right. Because that's where you have to be careful. You have to don't expose yourself to too much of that because then you go too far with it. But instead of being taught that, we were taught the second you have a thought, you're already messing up.
See,
that's already bad. Yep. And so I feel like that really held us at a certain level of thinking and having the insight of what was going on around us and things like that, because there was so much guilt. Anything that we did was guilt. You touched something that you weren't guilty.
Yeah.
You watched something by accident, guilty.
Yeah. You cut your hair too short.
You cut your hair too short, or you had it too long, guilty. Yeah. You wore the wrong clothes? Guilty.
Yep.
You thought about missing a day of church?
Guilt.
Yeah, because
extreme amounts of guilt.
My mentality went like this. Oh, you did this? Híjole. No, but mijo, you're doing bad. You're bad people do that. And I heard that so many times that I was like, oh, I am that guy then. I'm a bad one. So I went even harder instead of, obviously, like I said, it's not an excuse because I should have been like, oh shoot, I don't want to be a bad kid, right? I want to be a good one. I went more like, oh, so that, because my thoughts were there. I want to do that. So then that makes me that kid. So I would act on it instead of, like you said, if somebody had said, no, bro, no.
Yeah, because I think like you're saying, you think like, oh, I'm this now.
Mm-hmm.
But it should have been taught to us like everybody goes through this.
Exactly.
You're not the only person. You know,
That
you're not the
would've
only one who
nailed
has
it.
bad thoughts. You're not the only one who messes up. And guess what? You are gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Not only right now, you're gonna mess up a lot of times.
Yeah.
And guess what? We all mess up.
And we'll be
Me,
fine.
your parents, all your leaders that you think are perfect.
Right.
Nobody's perfect. Everybody's messing up. Everybody's doing crazy things
Yeah.
that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
And the problem isn't doing it. The problem is how do you go about it
Right.
afterwards? Do you
Right.
ask for forgiveness? You know, do you try to do what you did? Like if you steal, do you take it back?
Right.
Right? Or do you just keep stealing and now you're a thief and you're gonna keep? No. Entonces, instead of being taught that, we were just taught you're guilty.
Yeah.
You did something bad. You're a bad kid.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you said. It's like
Yeah.
once you get told you're a bad kid so many times,
Yep.
oh, now I'm a bad person.
Yeah, because I remember being told that I couldn't come.
Hey, yo, what the
I remember being told that I couldn't be a part and I couldn't come to this youth camp
Right.
because I was a bad kid. And they thought that me being there was going to influence something bad to happen. Entonces, that triggered in me, oh, you want to see bad. Which, like you said, it should have been the other way around. I should have been like,
soy
"No."
rebelde.
Yeah. And then I go in a full rebellion.
They should have
Right.
been like, let's bring this kid so we can help him. Cause
Yeah.
that guy,
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
dude.
because I remember that clearly. I remember like, damn, and I remember my parents being like, hey, what the hell? You know, trying to talk to people like, dude, my son, yeah, he's a little rough in the edges. Yeah, a lot of bad things happen when he's around. Pero hey, you know, that's why we're bringing him.
Exactly. There's a lot of things I love about having grown up in a church and religious and all that.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that I really, really disliked, and I didn't, the unfortunate thing is I didn't realize that until I was an adult.
Correct.
Is how much, at least at our situation, it was frowned upon to bring people that needed help.
Right.
That I hate so much. Even now, I hate it so much. Where if you had issues, it was more like fix your issues before you get here.
Yeah.
Instead
Come here acting
of
right.
you're here to fix your issues.
Right.
And I'm not saying that's how it was.
That's how it was.
But that's how it felt.
That's how I felt.
'Cause I'm sorry that it turned into the church episode, guys. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, my teenage years.
that's how it was,
I grew up
dude.
in church, you know.
Yeah.
So that was my life. I'm sorry. That's my experience.
Yeah. I started, but like I just said, you know, I misguided.
It has a lot to do with that for me because growing up, that is how I grew up. That's my personal experience with puberty because I grew up in that environment. I don't think I had a normal puberty
Right.
that somebody who's not involved in church has.
Right.
Without having all that guilt, without having
Right.
all those thoughts that
our parents
haunt
being
you.
so strict.
Parents being
with
strict.
church stuff.
I appreciate
this
that.
guy's third snack, you know.
Can't talk about his childhood porque gets to the snacking.
Because you know how, like, biologically and scientifically, women do develop, or girls develop faster than guys.
Guys.
Do you think they also finish developing earlier than dudes, and guys sometimes are like still going through puberty even in their like early 20s?
Oh, good question. So sometimes, right, Verinice, which most of you guys are familiar with her, she's been on our pod.
Yes.
Has a great question talking about how it's been known, and I believe it's been proven, that women do mature and go through puberty sooner, faster than us guys.
Yeah.
And now the question is, do you think that girls develop and finish going through puberty faster than guys? Because I've heard that some of us go through it till like 25 or something like that when you're fully stop developing or whatever. What do you think?
Now, hot take. Do you think they mature faster than men? Or they just start getting into feelings faster than men? Because,
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
what is maturity? Understanding your feelings, or what is it? Because a lot of girls
Okay.
don't really mature.
Well, I think this. real quick to go to Vet's
Hot
question.
take, but do like flames when he said that, because that's a hot take, baby. Nuclear war, baby. And I'm leaving that in. And I'm making sure his wife is aware. Dude.
I think that, yes. I think that women start, for sure, maturity or puberty first, right? Women become self-aware first, that they're starting to grow out boobs, that they're starting to get curves, that they start to connect, like Aaron just said, with their feelings first.
Mm.
Because
but that's what everyone was saying. What does it mean to be mature? So is
Right.
that maturity?
now, what is maturity? I think maturity and puberty are two different things.
Right.
Because puberty is physical. Maturity is in the mind. Now, when a woman starts becoming mature, I don't think is more. I honestly don't think that women are aware of their feelings.
I'll tell you what I think. I think women think
Exactly.
that
There you
they're
go.
mature
Aware,
faster.
yeah.
I think they think they do, right?
Believers.
Which I think that women think a lot of things. Right? Now,
Yes.
are they true or anything?
So no. Mira, I'm with you there.
Yeah, girls think they're maturing because they're telling men how to be. So they're like, you need to be more like this, you need to be more like that.
Damn!
I think that's maturity, but no.
To cut this episode now because it's been way too long.
It's been like literally a full shift of work.
Yeah, we barely talked about puberty or teenage angst.
Yeah, last thing I want to say is just nobody's wrong. Girls
Yeah.
are the way they are, guys are the way they are. The important thing is only that we need to understand that we're different and go with that, try to work things out.
Correct. That makes perfect sense. We understand that we cannot understand each other,
Yep.
and it's okay.
It's okay, Papa.
It's okay. We don't have to.
Exactly.
Puberty, teenage times, beautiful times, dreamful times, times of desperation.
Stop screaming. Thinks he's a wrestler, you know? WrestleMania.
What's
guy.
going on, brother?
But for reals, guys, thank you again. Hopefully, this episode helped you guys out with your puberties. I don't know who's going out through puberty out there. Sometimes you go through it at 15. Some people go through it at 30. Hey, have you heard of that? People sometimes go through puberty at an older age, bro.
Dude,
it does happen.
I mean, I went through puberty older.
You're still going through it. But again, to all of our traumatizers, we love you, man.
Thank you,
You inspired us to keep going. Doing all this stuff is not easy. Trust me. It's very hard, actually.
Yeah.
But we love doing it, and we just wanted to say thank you again for all
Thank
those
you,
people
guys.
that watch, for all those people that watch our lives.
Thank you, guys.
And like our episodes, things like that. Please keep watching. Please comment. Don't forget to send anything to the email. Any final thoughts, Aaron, Jay, before we say goodbye to these lovely people?
My final thought is, guys, as a parent now that that have teenage kids, and I have more kids that are coming in. My advice to the parent,
More kids that are being found.
my advice to the parent is, definitely try to communicate with your kid without pressing too much. Right? Don't make him feel uncomfortable, but do let him know that you're there. And if you are the teenage, right, you're 15, 16 watching the show, dude, trust me, we were there. Your parents were there. So if you're able to be like, hey, Dad, when you were 15, did you ever, right? It's a good way to kind of walk in there. Remind your parent that they were 15 one day and let them know what's going on. And you don't even have to be direct like, hey, Dad, I'm pitching a 10. What do I do, right? If you don't have that kind of relationship. But you could be like, hey, Dad, like, did you ever go through weird stuff when you were a teen? And trust me, most parents will be like, oh, shoot, why? What's going on, son? You good? You know, because they want to make sure you're good. So don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. And parents, don't forget. Try to communicate a little bit more with your children.
Yeah, that's my advice too. When your kid tells you a story of something that happened at their school or with their friends, try to make it a way of teaching them a lesson.
Ooh.
Because, for example, my son recently told me that he had his first kiss. So I took it upon myself to let him know how my first experience was and how, you know, when you have your first kiss, all you care about from now on in life is kissing a girl. That's all that
more.
matters. And so remember, I told him that you're not thinking straight. Okay, not all your decisions will be right. So let me know. I got your advice right here. Let me know if you need any help with anything. But yeah, don't get whooped by these girls because
Whoop that.
because you want to be kissing.
Right.
Smoochy time.
It's smoochy time.
Yeah, dude. All important advice. My advice is, don't forget. You know, as I was gonna say, well, but there's a lot of people that don't have parents. Whoopsie. You know. Hey, don't forget to. I guess don't forget to either have a connection with like a sibling,
Yeah.
a parent, a friend.
Mentor.
Try to have somebody that's there for you, because I know teenage years, at least for me, do feel like lonely times. Do feel like you're alone, abandoned, and it feels very lonely.
Yeah.
But I wasn't alone. You know, my parents were there, and even my brothers were there. But I felt alone, and I felt like I couldn't go out to anybody and say anything, even though you can.
Yeah.
So please know that if you're alone, you feel alone, reach out to somebody. You know, there's definitely somebody out there. If not, just reach out to us here at Relentless Traumas.
You
comment.
can always count with us.
Send us to our email. Well, you know, if you have any questions, anything we can help out.
Yeah, you can catch us on our lives too.
Catch us on our lives.
Talk one
Anything
face-to-face,
you want to talk to us about, we'll connect with you, and we are here to give any advice that we can. We might not be the smartest, or you might not be the best. What's it called?
We might not be the smartest. We might not be the brightest.
We might not be the best. Influencers or influence, yeah, whatever that's called. But we'll try our best.
Yeah, guys, sometimes, and this is something I learned, is sometimes it's good to talk to someone. Well, it's good to talk to someone that's been through it. Maybe they didn't make the best decision, but they made one. So now they have an experience where they can say, oh, damn, dude, yeah, I went through that. I made the bad choice, but I can advise you that, blah, blah, blah. And that can help you. And we can be those guys.
So yeah, hopefully let us know, guys. But other than that, again, thank you for watching. We love you guys. We hope you have a good rest of your day, and see you in the... Oh, wait, don't forget to
share, like, and subscribe. And guys, don't forget, stay traumatized.
See you on the next one.
Later.